big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front.
Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready up. 54 Mike. Check. Hey, lock it. 54. It's just me and you. Go.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. $75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Cousins now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Ready.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Complete. Smith has it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 27 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Let's go. Pick it up,
Cousins gives way to Cook. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check, 55 to Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, receiver. Get there. Jam.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen, 36 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Yep. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, rough shoes.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Henry running right. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Cook. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hey, flicker. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Check 3. Kill. Hey, flicker.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Here we go.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Bailey's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
70, Indy. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
Again, it's Henry. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. But Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Tannehill. And that is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
29 is the mic. Go, go. Coming to you, coming to you. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Watch the run. They're running it. Leave it. Bring up 48. What is that?
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Touchdown, Vikings. as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, break. Go on, go on.
A first down carry for Henry. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd and inches, Tannehill. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's a pickup of 3.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 43. Bingo. 44, check 44.
Now Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here's the party now. Check 15. Check. Black. Switch. Check 3. Check.
They'll run for it. Cook. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 51 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
3 bucks.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. You got the slim lead late and... football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Set, ready? Rock it. 62.
And a busy night for Henry continues. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Complete. This is Lewis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Ready. 18 Gators.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Tannehill goes underneath for Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 14-yard
Ready?
line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got it.
And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. On 1st down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
55, Mike, 55.
Yellow.
Mike, 55.
The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Derrick Henry, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. He made his first attempt, this from 45.